guys, welcome to my channel once again. Today we are going to interview a very special person. He's one of my best friends in college. He's doing masters in Australia right now. So hi Rithuvaren, welcome to my channel.
Hello Shankar, how are you?
Fine, fine. How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
So introduce yourself, please.
Okay, I'm Rithuvaren Manikrishnan. I'm basically from Kerala. Now I'm currently doing my Master of Pharmaceutical Science from Monash University in Australia. I'm also doing a part-time job in chemistry retail group, also in Melbourne. So that's all about myself.
Okay, that's nice. What inspired you to pursue a master's in pharmaceutical sciences in Australia?
Actually, there are a lot of things. It's basically my curiosity towards this course because there are a lot of disciplines in the course. Like there are disciplines like pharmacology, pharmacokinetics, pharmacodynamics, and also there are a lot of innovative drug development and discovery ideas that are recently going on in this field. So also career prospects on this field because there are a broad range of career prospects in this field. It opens doors to various field like various research and development fields. So by considering all of this, I opted this course.
That's good. And how did you end up in studying in Australia?
And the main thing is that I have a family here. My sister lives here, and also she lives with her family. So it was easy for me to relocate from India to Australia. In that case, also Australia has a booming economy. There are lots of opportunities, and the education system is so good here. We have the top 8 universities in the world. So these are the reasons why I started to pursue my career in Australia.
I have another question regarding Australia. Why Australia, first of all?
Okay.
And you basically told your sister was there. But even though, why Australia?
Okay. Australia is a more welcoming country. The people are so friendly. The climate is a tropical climate. We can relate it to Indian climate. So, and also not so far like US or Canada from India. And we have more Indian people here. And we have it's more Asian like than like Western culture. So I opted Australia.
Okay, I hope that's the real reason. Okay, next question. Uh, what are all the some biggest challenges you faced in Australia, and how did you overcome that?
Actually, in my initial days, I struggled with the Australian accent a bit much because communication was a really some bad problem in front of me because I was not able to understand what the people are telling. And after it took some time for me to understand the accent and to communicate with people. Also, in my classmates were from various places of the world, and they were also having different types of English. And after coming to Australia and getting involved in all the among all these people was really challenging for me. Also, I started my job after 14 days of after my arrival. So it was like communicating with a lot of patients and all was too difficult for me at the initial days. Then later, as we all know that we will adapt in our environment. So later it was, and now I am almost okay with this situation.
Okay, let's go for next question. What is the scope for pharmaceutical sciences in Australia in upcoming days?
Yeah, and now a lot of clinical trial researches are going on in Australia, and there are lots of pharmaceutical industries in Australia. Lots of US pharmaceuticals have their branches in Australia. I think in the future, Australia will be one of the most prominent, famous places for this, prominent and famous places for this industry. Our university, Monash University, is well reputed for its major works in the clinical trial research. And also, it is now the leading university, the top number one university in Australia in drug development.
Okay, that's nice actually. And tell me about your college or university and their assignments there.
Yeah, my university is Monash University. It's one of the most reputed universities in Australia, universities among the world. And they have, I think, like 4 or 5 campuses in Melbourne and some other parts of Australia. Our campus is Parkville campus. It is located near the city, and our campus only includes pharmacy and pharmaceutical science. So it is a somewhat small campus compared to the other campuses of Monash University. And we have in a week we have 2 days classes. Uh, the course includes 4 semesters, and I just finished my first semester here. And the course is type of interactive course. We are assigned into different groups, and we have to do group works. The teamwork is mainly important in my course. So we'll be having a lot of assignments in a week. Like we'll be having 4 to 5 assignments in a week. We have to do it of our own because we cannot use any AI, or we cannot use any fraud in that. So we have to develop our skills. We have to work hard. Even in my case, I don't even have time to sleep, because it's being so hard to uh, uh, give my maximum level, because all the students have some sort of quality, and to reach up to that quality is uh, basically is toughest task in front of me. And the assignments, we have very reputed professors here, and they'll be having some basic benchmarks for men. So we have to go above that benchmark to meet up their aspects. So we have to work hard, really.
Okay, that's good. And next question, how will you differentiate the learning experience from India and from Australia?
In India, actually, we study for examinations. Here, the main thing is we don't have any examinations. We just have some quizzes or some online tests. That's all. Here, everything is for us. We are studying for us, our future, our knowledge development, and our what you call same thing, our development itself. So we have to work for ourselves, not for the teachers, not for the parents, or not for the society. We have to work for ourselves. That's the main thing I have found difference in India and Australia.
Okay, since we are in a serious part, we can jump into some fun part right now. And next question is about your free time and what are all the things you do in your free time?
In my first semester, I haven't got any free time so far, because after my class, the remaining 5 days I'll be doing part time. See, because we don't have any job restrictions till this coming weekend.
Okay,
So we have unlimited working hour, part time, not part time, unlimited working hours in Australia. So we can work all the time. So in my first semester contract of my job, I can work up to 5 days. Sometimes they will call me up to 6 days. After my class, I'll be going directly to the job, even for 4 to 5 hours. So I was not exposed to other parts of Melbourne or anything, any other things. So it's all job and studies. That's all.
Okay. And my next question is, there are many are cultural differences or similarities in Australia when compared to India. How you adapted to them and
Mhm.
how you reacted to them? Can you share your experience on that?
Yeah, I think the people here are a little more friendlier than the people in India. I'm not against
Not
anyone,
in,
but
yeah, yeah,
what I felt is if you ask anything, any doubts, they'll be free to help us, or they'll be so polite and humble to our questions. But and also, I have heard a lot of problems that if you go to Australia, there will be a lot of discrimination, there will be a lot of racism. So, but so far, I haven't expected anything. I think the people are being so nice here, even
okay,
from my country. Yeah.
okay, that's nice actually. And what are your future aspirations and how do you see yourself in next upcoming years? And what factors will help you to achieve that?
Actually, I have to make my time little more efficient because I
Okay,
have
okay,
to study more time management skills. In my UG course, or while I was doing my PharmD, we were only focused on the examination, and we'll only study during the exam times, before the exam. Before the other time, we'll be enjoying, or we'll be doing any other things. But here, to as a master student, I have to develop my skills in this field because we are spending a lot of money here and a lot of energy and a lot of time here. So we have to make it so much valuable to make our future a better one. One thing is time management, and second thing is development of my quality. Here the work quality is the basic thing which has to be developed, because in the future, uh, all people who are coming here in the university are from uh, having great quality in the education. So we have to match the quality of education. So after time management, we must focus on the quality of our education and also our communication skills. Because the communication highly important thing we need while doing a teamwork. In this pharmaceutical science, in our future, will be in working as a team in the labs, or in drug development in industry, or quality assurance, or as a research associate or anything. We will be working in a team. So we have to develop our communication. So these are the basic things we have to focus on.
that's nice actually. And can we skip to the next question?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Um, what advice would you give to the upcoming students uh, to your university or to
Mhm.
Australia basically?
Okay. If you want to come to Australia, first of all, it will be a bit expensive. I'm here in Australia because I don't have any expense for my accommodation or my food, because I'm staying with my sister. If you want to come to Australia, make sure that you can meet up your expenses, because I think it's one of the most expensive places for master's studies, and that is one thing. And second, you must focus mainly on your skills, mainly your knowledge. You must have the basic knowledge while coming here, because we are directly entering into a master's course, and all the people coming to the master's course in this university or in this space will be having a specific aim in their future. So it's not a UG life or UG studies. In a UG period, we'll be what we call, we'll be molding ourselves into a different level. But here we are already molded, and we have to develop that shape. So you have to come here with all the knowledge you are having, and you have to focus on molding that aim or knowledge.
Okay, that's great actually. And
That's all.
next question is like, how much does a person have to spend for his master's degree?
In Australia, I think it's based on the course you select. In my
Okay,
course, it is about 40 lakhs, and average is above 40 lakhs for 2 years without the accommodation and living expenses.
okay,
So it's only the tuition fees. So including everything, it would be around 60, I think. Okay, well, this for applying for student visa, it is like $650, 40,000 Indian money. Then you need a GT approval. GT approval means genuine temporary uh, resident approval. For that, you have to show some money in your bank account. Like you have to show like 28 lakhs. If you have an education loan, it is okay. You just can show up to 28 lakh education loan. Or if your parents are working in a salary based account, you can show up that. Or if you sell a property or something like that, you can show either that property or that selling document. Then otherwise you have to show your income tax reports also, IR documents also, for getting the GT. Then for the tuition fees in my course is like about 40 lakhs. It's just a tuition fees without the living expense and other expense. So and including tuition fees, living expense and everything, it will be coming around 60 lakhs for 2 year course. In that, you will be getting a 10% or 20% discount if you have a really good marks in your UG course. It's based on your UG marks, different types of scholarships. That's all about the expenses you have to meet.
okay. Next, part-time jobs and its salary.
Yeah, the basic salary here is now increased to $23.23 per month. So my sorry, it's per hour, 23.23 per hour. So I'm getting like $24.8 per hour on regular days and $37 on weekdays, weekends, and also public holidays. So it's like you can meet up your accommodation and food expenses. Also, you can save like 500 to $1,000 a month, and that's the main expenses. And regarding the um, public transport, it will be $10 per day. So if you're working for 5 hours, it will be around $100, and you will be losing $10 of that for public transport. And if as a student, you have to cook yourself because you can't afford the price of food outside. It will be the average food expense will be like $20 if you're having a regular meals, or that's like 1,000 rupees in India. So that's for one time. So if you're eating outside for 3 times as a basic food, it will be like $60 to $70 a day. So you can't meet up the that money when you are doing your part-time job, and also you have to cook yourself. That will be only costing you up to $20 or $30 a day.
Okay, and my last question of the day: risks and challenges in living in Australia. What do you face most?
Risks means there are our job is anyway secure. The Australia is a country with a higher rate of job security, so you don't need to worry about that. Then the other is getting a PR, permanent residence. For that, even I have seen many people who stayed here for 5, 6, or even 11 years without any permanent residence. So you have to meet up all the needs for the permanent residence. That is a basic risk. You will be having some points for all what you are doing. For your masters, there will be some points, and if you are working in any profession related to your masters, you will be getting some skill assessment points. And if you are unmarried, you'll be having some points. And if you have a blood relation here, you'll be getting some points. So adding up all these points, it's like 70 or 80 points to fulfill your PR benchmark. So you must also always consider the uh, PR list and PR process. That's the main risk you have to face in Australia. The other things are like, I haven't seen any discrimination or racism so far, so I can't comment about that things. Then yeah, about the weather. In summer season, you must always apply a sunscreen on your face, because it's not because it's too harsh or it's too, but here the ozone layer is thin, so you have to always uh, apply your sunscreen to avoid the exposure to sun, to reduce the risk of skin cancers and all. Then I think that's all the risks what we have living in Australia.
Okay, that's nice. And I have another one question in my book, and it is
Okay.
like on average, how much a part-time job can earn you in Indian money? Like if it is converted to Indian money, how much a student can earn in his part-time job?
Okay, since I am working in an unlimited hours basis, now I am earning like 2.5 lakhs a month in Indian money. But if you can only work for 48 hours, say fortnight means it's 14 days. So like that, in a month, you can work up to 96 hours. In that case, you can only earn up to 1.5 lakhs a month if restrictions are there.
Okay. So, if
Okay.
a person comes to Australia as a student and does his like masters in Australia and go for a
Mhm.
part-time job, can he able to survive? And if he take any loan in India, can he able to
Mhm.
reimburse it or repay it in time within this uh, like within completion of his masters?
I think it is quite not possible to refund to what you call refund your or repay your money within that time, because the tuition fee expense is like 60 lakhs. So it is not possible for a part-time job to repay all that money, because if we earn 1.5 lakhs a month, we'll be having our own expenses, like the room rent will be like 50 or 60,000 per month, and the food expense will be like 30,000 per month, and you can only save up to 50,000 per month if you are doing a normal part-time job. So 50,000 and a month means 5 lakh or 6 lakh an year. For 2 years, it will be only 10 or 12 lakhs. And in between, there will be a lot of expenses. So you can only earn up to 8 lakhs or up to 10 lakhs for the 2 years. So it's not possible. And after the completion of course, if you get a placement directly, it will be a luck. You will be getting a lot of money. But and also, if you don't get a job, you can do the part-time job as a full-time job for the next 3 or 4 years, because you'll be having post-work visa, sorry, post-study work visa. So that will be for 3 to 4 years for a master students. So by that time, I think you can repay your your all the debts like loans and all. Yeah,
Okay, so that's all about the questions, and thank you for your time being. And I hope
yeah.
all
Thank you
the
so much,
best and
Shankar.
your best wishes for your upcoming endeavors, and all the best for your masters too.
Thank you so much, Shankar. Thank you for considering me and calling me for your YouTube channel, and all the best for you too. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you.